What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here. We are back on Chaos Child, and Serika took a glass of juice and gulped it down. Very descriptive line. Whew. So? Hmm?
Yeah.
I mean, so? So what? Come on. Alright, so anyway, I figured at least you had an experience no one else had, and then it was scary. This was your big chance. Her voice was light, so she drank a juice, but her words didn't feel light at all. Something other than... Great. Less than a minute in, I've already fucking fallen over my words. Something other people hadn't experienced. Something different from other people. Sometimes I don't know if she's smart or dumb. I stared at Serika's face. How much did she understand about what she was saying? What? What? Oh no, you can't have any. She moved the juice away from me. I was wrong. She probably didn't realize anything. Actually, she wasn't even thinking about anything. She really was dumb. That's quite mean. I don't know about hearing that from a part-timer. Right? Does he just not give a damn? Well, normally, why wouldn't he? Hey, did I ever tell you about the comments from the Shibuya earthquake victims? What do you mean? I was pretty sure I told her a bunch of times. Well, whatever, time for a lecture. Remember how, just after the chaos from the earthquake calmed down, a ton of reporters started asking the victims for comments before the term Chaos Child Syndrome existed? Of course, I've been in the coma for about a year after the earthquake, so I'd only investigated it after I woke up. Most of the interviews were about what good citizens we were. About after the huge disaster, there was barely any violence or looting. They said this was amazing. And I think they were right. When they asked the victims what was the hardest part, most people were more concerned about others than themselves. They talked about how they couldn't contact their families, tell them they were safe, or how they couldn't give their children their favourite foods. But then one person said something different. I remember what they said word for word. It left a huge impression on me. You outsiders have some nerve if you're telling us to hang in there. To be honest, I agree completely. They said exactly what I was thinking. I don't know who they were, but I admired them anyway. Those feelings were the exact opposite of all the excited, fired up people on the outside. I think whoever said that was just someone close to me. Not just someone who saw the whole thing on the internet. Not someone who happened to be caught up in the earthquake. You mean one of your parents? Oh, hey, the guys from the tennis club say they're coming to drinking bar after the festival. Seriously? Oh, they definitely won't be able to drink at home. I was different. I was different than the people who just lived normal lives in Shibuya. I ripped the bandage off my cheek. The wound had closed up. My face was back to normal. I was back to normal. The case was right in front of me. I had a huge mystery to investigate. I wasn't about to be caught up in something. As a right-sider, it's my job to jump right into the middle of all this information, right? That's a lot of right in one sentences, man. Jesus. I could feel something like excitement mixed with a sense of duty welling up inside me. I couldn't stop myself from smiling. You might be put in danger again. Huh? You mean the case? I nodded. Serika laughed a little strangely. And then for some reason she patted me lightly on the shoulder. I didn't know what that meant, but I started to laugh too. Serika nodded. Yes. Alright, let's start with the Love Hotel case then. Serika took out a Pokecom. It was a Pokemon, but for some reason she said it with a C for all the time. She had a Pikachu. It was rather cute. It was very electric as well. She typed into it with a practiced hand. She seems to be loading a video file. What's this? This is the video you took of the scene. I uploaded it to an online storage site before the police deleted it. Wink! By the time I got back home, the sun had long since set. It was past 8 PM. I realised that I'd barely eaten anything since arriving at the Love Hotel and suddenly felt very hungry. So I'd eaten the meal at LAX. Hey, I've been wondering since last time I came here. Did you change your hot water pot? It used to be more... Oh, you made this into a closet. Serika had followed me home. She started to glance around the room and offer her opinions on the way it was laid out. She would open drawers and be surprised even though there was nothing important inside, or look at new files about the cases and then tell me their contents at a glance. She always was a little strange like that. She would be surprised at the most obvious things, but sometimes she would show startling insight. And wait. You're really excited about something, aren't you? She laughed another strange laugh. Is it that much fun to try and solve this case? It's more like it feels wrong to give up on something you want to do until you've really given it all your all. No matter how much it ends up, no matter how it ends up even, it's the only way anything matters. You're gonna die someday, but you aren't dead right now. I see, I thought. She was right. A sound came from my PC. The copy operation was finished. Okay, now to delete the original online storage. Huh? Why? Just because of what it is, I don't want anyone seeing it. This is my private storage, so it should be okay. Even so, I want there to be no chance that someone else can access it. Actually, delete the one on your Pokécom too. Okay, Taku, what are you doing? Let's get some positive. Positive. She looked over at me when she rifled through my bookcase. Making kakonto. Kakonto? What kind of food is that? Are you serious? It's a herbal... Oh, fucking Siri, what? I said hey serious, not hey Siri, you fucking piece... Siri, shut up! God damn it. It's fucking Siri. It's a herbal... What? No! Siri, I don't want you. Go away. It's a herbal drink. Gen gave it to me. It keeps you from vomiting. Wow, amazing to do something like that. And then some information I found before flashed across my mind. Of course, it was from Cool Cat Press. I'd read about a certain special they'd run. If you put your eye drops into a beer and make a girl feel aroused. No, it won't. At the time, I hadn't believed it. Oh, God. What? I just pressed the wrong button. What happened? I've missed something. What have I missed? Where's the log? Where's the log? Backlog. What'd I miss? At the time, I hadn't believed it. In another issue that said eye drops in cola would make a girl go to sleep. Adding eye drops into a drink would create some unusual side effects. I'd heard a rumour that was just an urban legend, though. But what would happen if you put eye drops into Kakonto? There was a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what Kakonto was right in front of me. Should I try it? Okay. I prepared 2 cups like it was the most natural thing in the world and poured out the Kakonto I'd made. Then, taking several steps that Serika wouldn't see, I added a few drops of eye drop medicine from my shelf into a drink. Here. I gave her the cup, acting naturally. Thank you. She took a drink without suspecting a thing. I gulped as I watched her. What's wrong? What? Oh, no. Dad, this is terrible. It tastes like medicine. It's Chinese herbal medicine, after all. With added eye drops, to be precise. I decided to watch and see what happens. Wait, I kind of feel... Isn't it hot in here? Serika's cheek seemed a little pink, and she seemed to be kind of spacing out. Was it starting to work already? I didn't expect it to work so fast. Hey, Taku? I feel really weird. Her breathing was getting shallower. She was fidgeting and rubbing her thighs together. Oh god. She was clearly behaving differently than she usually did. Way to go, Cool Cat Press. I'm gonna use your bathroom. The bathroom? What are you going to do? It's a secret. A secret? Are you feeling okay? Hey, tell me, what are you going to do in the bathroom? Something naughty. Huh? Don't let me say it, dummy. I see. I gulped. You can use the bathroom if you want, but don't be in there too long, okay? Huh? I don't want to go to the bathroom.
Eh?
Huh? Oh my god, what a fucking creep. What a creep. Serika was looking at me, surprised. Her cheeks weren't flushed and her expression was normal. Where'd that come from? Oh no, never mind. I desperately tried to recover as I drank my own Kokonto. I hadn't found any eye drops on the shelf, so I'd given up the experiment. Sarika complained about the taste, but I swallowed it down anyway. Ged's such a nice guy though. I like him. I wish he wouldn't get drunk so often though. He's your only real friend here in the park, right? So he really is a good guy. Is that why? Well, he did help me out a lot. Okay, it's deleted. Sarika put away a Pokécom. Alright. I booted up the laptop next to the wall and sat down in the chair that folded into bed. As I went to load the video file into the player software, I happened to glance at its length. 26 minutes? We were in the room for that long? Oh, Sarika said. I don't think so. Right after you passed out, the police arrived, but I was sick and throwing up. At some point, I grabbed your phone and put it in my pocket. And then I was in the police car, I realised I had it, and then I turned off the record button. So that was it. Come to think of it, I hadn't asked how it had happened. I'm amazed you had time to upload it to storage before the police deleted it. Sarika nodded as if she felt the same way. It was blind luck. When we got to the station, I got sick again, so I ran to the bathroom, and that's when I got the idea. No, I'm really amazed. I really was. I'd passed out of the hotel, and the next thing I knew, I was at the station. Supposedly, I'd walked from the patrol car to my room, but my memory was still vague and hazy. I took a big sip from the cup, I choked down the urge to vomit and slowly let it sink into my stomach. If the recording was successful, then I should see what I'd seen then. It happened 2 days ago, but it left such a strong impression on me that it didn't feel like that much time had passed. I took a deep breath and told myself it was time to do this. I looked down over Sarika. Okay. She nodded back at me and glared at the monitor. Okay. I tried to steady my slightly shaking finger as I clicked the file. The first thing I noticed was that sound. The peaceful sound of the music box that filled the room from that spinning bed. A dark, gloomy room and a curtain at the back and a rotating bed behind it. It was the room. The same emotions I'd experienced before came flooding back to me through the blurry screen. I could sense my own hesitation from my gasping breaths. Sarika grabbed my shoulder at the sudden sound. It's okay. I think that's just where I made the floor creak. Oh yeah, I see. The camera was slowly moving toward the back of the room. At some point my breathing matched the breathing of the recording. It scared me, so I pulled away a little and took a deep breath to isolate myself from the person in the video. I heard that sound. The sound of the wire creaking as the bed spun. I could feel the panic coming through the screen. I wasn't sure what to do. I'm going to keep going. I could tell that Sarika was gulping a little. As I spoke, the camera kept going forward. I could hear Sarika's soft gasp in the video. Oh my god, shut up, Siri! The police officer and that woman were laying on the floor. I hadn't realised it at the time, but the glass was scattered all around. Damn. The camera quickly panned without warning. It was that bed. The silhouette behind the curtain was probably that man. The angle was off and wasn't pointing directly at the bed. At that point, I hadn't really been aware of the smartphone. Let's get out of here now. I heard a dull thud and the screen went black. Did you drop it? Probably. It felt like I tripped and fallen backwards. The phone had probably fallen from my hands. Was it black because the camera had fallen face down? Tucker, the door went open! Sarika's voice sounded like it was a little far away. It was still picking up the sound, evidently. I could hear myself trying to open the door and swearing when I failed. That's right, I'd be fine with the door then. And then... my body shivered as if it had gone numb. This was... I could hear it. Hey, you heard it right. Yeah, I could hear it. The police said the surveillance cameras hadn't shown anything else coming into the room, but I could hear it. That constant, rhythmic knocking. Somehow, it made me feel uneasy and scared. Someone would be on the other side of that door. And suddenly the screen moved. What? Taku, we need to get out of here! It was showing the man on the bed. The screen was blurry, but the man was almost exactly in the centre of the viewfinder. Had I picked up the smartphone? I can't remember. In the video, I ignored Serika's voice and kept pointing the camera at the man. I could hear my own rough breathing, and I remembered how I felt then. Then suddenly I heard a snap. The screen moved violently for a second, and then for a moment showed the girl. Then the angle changed again, and then it stopped moving. The screen was covered in red blood, but... Is that the ceiling? What I was looking at was probably the room ceiling. Since it didn't move, it's probably where I passed out and dropped it. Just like before, the camera was still recording the sound. I could hear Serika vomiting, and what sounded like someone falling over. Hey, what happened here? They called the police officers running into the room. They were asking Serika what was going on. She was probably the only person there who's still conscious. Shortly after, the screen went black. Serika probably put the phone in her pocket, just like she said. I could hear an irritating noise that must have been the sound of the phone scraping the skirt's fabric. The screen stayed black, but it kept picking up the nearby sound. Then at the very end, there was a quick shot of the inside of a patrol car. And I think I'll end it there. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.